the hell is that noise?
If I get eaten, it's not going to be much fun. He's still right on my tail. He's following my rudder. Please don't attack me, bro.
Fishing is supposed to be peaceful. Calm water, quiet moments, and nothing to worry about except what's on the end of the line. But sometimes the water hides things no one expects to encounter. This compilation dives into some of the most shocking fishing encounters ever caught on camera. From sudden rescues and close calls to terrifying moments where anglers realize they're no longer the ones in control, each story shares one unsettling truth. You never really know what's beneath you. Watch closely, because once the calm breaks, there's no going back. Number 1, the cooler on the shoreline. On July 20th, 2020, a short video appeared on YouTube that would leave viewers unsettled long after it ended. It was uploaded by a channel called Fat Reacts, and strangely, it remains the only video ever posted there. No follow-up, no explanation. Just one raw clip documenting a moment that clearly went far beyond what anyone involved expected to find. The video begins with a group of friends out on a lake near their hometown. It is a normal day with calm water and casual conversation. It was nothing but a routine fishing trip meant to kill time and enjoy the outdoors. Then someone notices something out of place along the shoreline. Hiding into the bushes was a bright pink box that did not belong there. From a distance, it looks like a cooler. At first, it seems harmless. Maybe someone forgot it. Maybe it washed up from another part of the lake. Curiosity kicked in, and the group went closer to get a better look. That is when the mood starts to change. As they approach the shoreline, they realize the cooler has been wrapped tightly with duct tape. Not loosely sealed or casually tied shut, it was completely secured. The closer they get, the stronger the smell becomes. Even before they open it, they know something is very wrong. The friends immediately start reacting with nervous laughter, hesitation, and disbelief. Their voices shift from joking to anxious within seconds. They circle the object, unsure of what to do next. One person suggests it could be trash, while another said it could be drugs. But no one can ignore the smell, or the insects crawling around it, or the fact that no one tapes a cooler shut like that for innocent reasons. Someone finally suggests calling the police. Another hesitates, and no one wants to be the one who opens it. No one wants to be the one responsible for what might be inside. The tension builds as they argue back and forth, each second making the situation feel heavier. Eventually, one of them uses a knife to cut through the tape. The moment the lid opens, everything changes. The group fell into instant shock. The reactions are raw and unfiltered. It was shock, panic, and fear all at once.
It smells like decomposing.
Feel it all.
I'm scared of this.
Oh, fuck.
I'm freaking the fuck out. What if somebody it smells so bad. What if somebody's like arm or something? Open it, bitch. Open it, Matthew. What is that? What is it? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean? What does it look like?
It looks
Matthew, what does it look like, bro?
like, it looks like dead fish.
You lying.
I swear.
Matthew, what does it look like, bro? It's fucking disgusting. Bro, what does it look like? Bro, we need to call, bro. What does it look like? Oh, what the fuck does it look like?
Most of them step away, panicked, trying not to look too closely. At first glance, it appears to be discarded fish, possibly dumped to rot. That explanation offers a small sense of relief, something they can hold on to avoid thinking about the alternative. But as they keep looking, that relief fades. There is something about the contents that does not sit right. The way it is packed and the way it smells. The way it looks nothing like a simple fishing haul gone bad. Their tone shifts again, this time into real fear. They start questioning what they are seeing. Some think it might be animal remains, while others quietly suggest something far worse. The realization sets in slowly. Whatever is inside this cooler was not meant to be found. At this point, the joking is gone. The nervous laughter disappears, and they start talking about calling the police for real. The debate now is not whether to call, but which number to dial. Emergency or non-emergency, and they are scared of overreacting, but also terrified of underreacting. Eventually, they make the call. The video does not show what happens next. There is no footage of police arriving, and no official explanation appears on screen. The clip ends with the group shaken, disturbed, and clearly aware that their fishing trip has turned into something that will stay with them forever. What makes this video especially unsettling is how ordinary it starts. There are no haunted woods, no warnings, no build-up. Just a normal day that suddenly turned into something deeply wrong. It is a reminder that disturbing discoveries do not always happen in dark alleys or abandoned buildings. Sometimes they happen in quiet, familiar places, in the middle of a lake where nothing feels threatening at all. Even today, questions remain unanswered. Who left the cooler there and what exactly was inside it? Why was it taped shut and hidden along the shoreline? And perhaps most unsettling of all, why was this the only video ever uploaded to that channel? Some viewers believe the group discovered evidence of a serious crime, while others argue it could have been illegally dumped animal remains. Without official confirmation, the truth remains unclear. But the fear in their voices feels real, and the hesitation feels real. The moment they realize this is bigger than them feels real. That is what makes this clip so disturbing. Not what is shown, but what is implied, and the uncertainty. The sudden shift from normal to horrifying, and the knowledge that sometimes you stumble onto things you were never meant to see. For those friends, it was supposed to be just another fishing trip. Instead, it became a moment that likely changed how they look at quiet shorelines, sealed containers, and curiosity itself. Because sometimes the most terrifying discoveries are the ones you find by accident. Number 2. The Man in the Water. On August 20th, 2024, a video was uploaded to YouTube that felt very different from most outdoor adventure clips. It came from a small creator called Fish Tucker. At first glance, it looked like just another relaxed catch-and-cook trip off the west coast of Australia. Two friends on the water with good weather and calm seas. One of those days where nothing is supposed to go wrong, until something did. Tucker and his buddy were out fishing, enjoying the conditions, when something unusual caught their attention in the distance. At first, it didn't register as an emergency. It just felt like a shape on the water, something blue, something that didn't move the way waves or debris normally do. As they got closer, reality hit them fast. There was a man in the water. He was not swimming nor relaxing, hanging onto an overturned kayak. He was clearly exhausted and struggling to stay afloat. His movements were slow and unsteady, the kind that tell you someone is running out of energy. He wasn't waving wildly or screaming, but that almost made it worse. He was conserving what little strength he had left. They immediately cut the engine and pulled alongside him. The man explained he had been in the water for several minutes. His kayak had capsized, and every attempt to climb back on had failed. The current was pulling him away from shore, and with each passing minute, the situation was getting more dangerous. Alone, tired, and drifting farther out, he was running out of options. Tucker and his friend didn't hesitate. They brought him up to the boat, helped him grab the ladder, and pulled him on board. The relief in his body language was instant. He slumped into a seat, breathing hard, trying to process how close he'd come to something far worse. He was calm, but shaken. The kind of calm that comes after adrenaline crashes. Once he was safe, they focused on securing his kayak and belongings. His keys, his gear, Everything that mattered to him was still floating nearby. They worked quickly, keeping an eye on the water and the drifting kayak, knowing that losing sight of it could mean losing everything.
You got a ladder? In the back? Okay, mate. Yeah, there's a ladder here. How long you been out here?
I was in the water probably for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. I noticed you there a while. What do you got here? Okay.
It's just empty.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
As they talked, the full picture came together. The man had launched from a short groin along the coast. Conditions looked manageable at first, but once out on the water, a small shift in weight and a poorly timed wave were all it took. The kayak flipped, and suddenly he was in open water, fighting current and fatigue instead of enjoying a day at sea. That's the part that sticks with you. Nothing dramatic caused it. There was no storm, no huge wave. It was just one small mistake, followed by a situation that spiraled fast. What makes this footage unsettling isn't panic or chaos. It's how quietly close this man came to disappearing. If Tucker and his friend hadn't passed through that exact spot at that exact time, there's a very real chance no one would have seen him at all. The ocean doesn't need noise to be dangerous. After making sure the man was stable, they began towing the kayak and talking through the next steps, getting him back to shore, making sure he was warm and truly okay. The tone of the video stays calm, almost casual, but that calm is deceptive. Underneath it is the awareness that this was a near miss. Watching it back, you can't help but think about how many similar moments don't get recorded. How many people flip a kayak, lose their footing, or misjudge conditions. And no one is nearby to help. No camera, no passing boat. Just open water and time working against them. The man survived because of chance and quick action. That's what makes this encounter so disturbing in its own quiet way. There's no monster, no mystery figure, and no supernatural element. Just the harsh reminder that nature doesn't announce when things are about to go wrong. One moment you're enjoying the day, and the next, you're clinging to whatever will keep you afloat. By the end of the video, everyone is safe. The man is rescued and the kayak is secured. The day continues, but the mood has changed. There's an unspoken understanding between them all. This could have ended very differently, and that's why this clip stands out. Not because of what happened, but because of how easily it almost didn't get caught on camera at all. Number 3, longest 9 minutes in the waves. In May 2025, a day that was supposed to be nothing more than a casual fishing trip nearly turned into a nightmare. 3 teenagers, Aiden, Jacob, and Sam, headed out to go rock fishing along the Queensland coast. Weather warnings had already been issued that morning. There were predicted strong swells and unstable conditions. Advice most people would take seriously, but like many young anglers eager to make the most of a day off, they decided to go anyway. At first, everything felt normal. They set up on the rocks, cast their lines, and joked around like they always did. The ocean was rough, but not so terrifying. Waves slammed against the rocks below, sending spray high into the air, but the boys believed they could manage it. That confidence would be tested faster than anyone expected. Aiden was the first to notice something wasn't right. He watched Jacob inch closer to the edge, trying to find a better casting angle. The rocks were slick, and the water below churned violently. Aiden warned him, telling him not to get too close, to wait, to be careful. Seconds later, everything went wrong. A surge of water slammed into the rocks with incredible force. Jacob lost his footing and disappeared into the waters. The shout that followed cut through the noise of the waves, and Jacob was in the water. Panic could have taken over right then. Instead, Aiden snapped into action.
Just, I get a full grip. Come on, brother. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Boy, go. Start coming up. Oh, I got you, I got you! Fuck! Sam, bro, dude! Grab rod, fuck! Holy fuck!
He immediately locked eyes on Jacob, tracking where he surfaced between waves. Sam rushed closer, trying to help without putting himself in danger. The sea was unforgiving and too violent. Each wave threatened to smash Jacob against the rocks or pull him farther out. Aiden began shouting instructions, his voice steady despite the chaos. He told Jacob where to swim, when to move, when to hold still. Every decision mattered, and one wrong move could cost a life. They tried using a fishing pole first, extending it toward Jacob so he could grab on. The waves made it nearly impossible. Each time Jacob reached for it, the water surged again, ripping him away. His strength was fading fast, and you could hear it in his breathing, see it in the way his movements slowed. Then another massive wave crashed in. Jacob vanished again for a moment that felt far too long. When he came back up, the fear was unmistakable. He was getting tired, and maybe too tired. Aiden never stopped talking. He kept Jacob focused, reminding him to stay calm, to conserve energy, to wait for the right moment.
Boy, just stay calm. Just stay calm, that's all you can do. Dude, fuck! Oi! Dude! No! Fuck, man! Oh, big wave! Go, grandma! Oh, no! Fuck! Oi! Just stay as calm as you can, man. Yeah, I know, it fucking slipped. Oi!
Sam stayed alert, watching the water, calling out incoming waves. They knew they couldn't jump in. If one of them went into the water, all three could be lost. The waves were simply too strong. Minutes dragged on. The camera kept rolling, capturing every shout, every near miss, every surge of water that threatened to end it. Jacob tried again and again to climb the rocks, only to be knocked back down by the sea. His hands slipped and his body slammed against the stone. Each attempt left him weaker than before. At around the halfway point, reality set in. Time was running out, and Jacob was barely staying afloat now. His movements were slower, his responses were delayed. The ocean was winning. Aiden and Sam realized they needed a different plan, and they needed it fast. That's when they remembered the rope. It was not long, but it was something. Sam scrambled for it while Aiden kept Jacob talking. They threw it toward him, trying to time the toss between waves. The first attempt failed, and the second nearly worked. The third finally landed close enough. Jacob grabbed on. Even then, the danger wasn't over. The waves still pounded him, threatening to rip the rope from his hands. Aiden and Sam pulled together, coordinating their movements, bracing themselves against the rocks. They shouted instructions, telling Jacob when to climb, when to hold, when to move his feet. Another wave slammed in. For a moment, it looked like they'd lost him again. The rope went slack, and someone screamed. Then Jacob's head broke the surface once more, still holding on. The final push took everything. Aiden and Sam pulled with all their strength while Jacob clawed his way up the rocks. Inch by inch, he climbed higher until suddenly he was out of the water. Jacob collapsed onto the rocks, shaking insanely. He was soaked, scraped, exhausted, and terrified, but he was alive. The three of them sat there for a moment, barely speaking, adrenaline still surging through their bodies. It had taken nearly 9 minutes to pull Jacob back from the ocean. 9 minutes of constant danger, quick decisions, and sheer determination. Jacob later admitted he thought he was going to die out there. The waves were too strong and his strength was gone. If it had gone on much longer, he wouldn't have been able to keep his head above water. Watching the footage afterward is hard. Not because of gore or shock, but because of how real it feels. You can hear the fear and you can see how close it all came to ending differently. There are no professionals, no rescue teams, Just 3 teenagers facing the consequences of ignoring nature's warnings. What saved Jacob's life wasn't luck alone. It was Aiden's ability to stay calm under pressure and Sam's awareness of the waves, and the fact that they worked together instead of panicking. This incident is a brutal reminder of how unforgiving the ocean can be. Weather warnings exist for a reason. Rock fishing, especially in rough conditions, leaves no room for mistakes. Jacob survived that day battered and shaken, but alive. Many others aren't so lucky, and all it took was one step too close to the edge. Number 4, hunted on the water. Kayak fishermen. Matthew launched along the coast of New Zealand expecting nothing more than a calm, productive day on the ocean. The conditions were good. The water looked alive with fish, and his mood reflected it. He talked about chasing kingfish, catching live bait, and enjoying the kind of solitude that only kayak fishing can offer. Out there, it was just him and the sea. For a while, everything went exactly as planned. Matthew was reeling in bait fish, watching creatures move beneath his kayak. He was relaxed and focused, but then something shifted.
Me. He's following me. He's still behind me. He's going at my rudder. Me.
The energy of the water changed in a way he could feel before he fully understood it. A dark shape appeared just below the surface. At first, it was only a shadow. Then it circled. The moment he recognized what he was seeing, the tone of the video changed instantly. A great white shark was moving beneath his kayak, not passing through nor drifting away. It was literally circling. Matthew reacted fast. He cut his live bait loose, knowing the struggling fish could draw the shark closer. But even after the bait was gone, the shark stayed. From behind him, its massive shape moved with purpose. The fin sliced through the water, unmistakable and far too close. That was when fear fully set in. Matthew began paddling toward shore, his movements fast and urgent. The problem was distance. He wasn't close. Dry land was still kilometers away, and his kayak offered almost no protection. The shark followed him steadily, sometimes drifting back, then closing the gap again. You can hear the panic in his voice as he tries to keep himself focused.
If I get eaten, it's not going to be much fun. He's still right on my tail. He's following my rudder. Please don't attack me, bro. How do I get him to leave me alone? He's still right behind me. Can you guys see that fin? Holy Holy He's still following me. Is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. Oh my god. Please leave me alone, bro. Please leave me alone. He's still following me.
He talks through his thoughts out loud, trying to stay calm while clearly terrified. He knows exactly what kind of animal is behind him. He even acknowledges the harsh truth. In that moment, from below, he likely looks like prey. For several long minutes, the great white remains behind him. From certain angles, you can see it clearly. The fin cuts through the water and the dark shape is just under the surface. Every time Matthew glances back, his heart sinks. It's still there. Desperate for a distraction, he throws a water bottle into the ocean, hoping the sudden movement will draw the shark's attention away from him. For a brief second, it works. The shark turns toward the bottle, curious enough to investigate. Matthew paddles harder than ever. But the relief doesn't last. The shark returns. Now the fear is mixed with something worse. It was all uncertain. At one point, Matthew loses sight of it entirely, and that scares him more than seeing it. Not knowing where it is, not knowing if it's beneath him, not knowing when it might surface again.
Can I throw out the back to get him away from me?
If I throw my water bottle, I know that I'm littering, but it might take his attention away from me. All right, we'll throw this water bottle. He's turned on the water bottle. No, he didn't. I thought that would work. What can I throw overboard to get it?
He keeps paddling. Every sound of water feels louder. Every shadow beneath the kayak feels threatening. The distance to shore feels endless. He knows he has no real defense and no way to fight back. All he can do is keep moving and hope the shark loses interest. Eventually, the great white disappears. Whether it lost curiosity, decided he wasn't worth the effort, or simply changed direction, Matthew never knows. All he knows is that the fin stops appearing and the shadow no longer follows him. He doesn't stop paddling until he reaches shore. Once on land, the adrenaline finally begins to fade. Matthew sits and talks through what just happened, his voice calmer but still shaken. He reflects on the reality of kayak fishing, the risk and the vulnerability, the understanding that when you go into the ocean, you are entering the territory of animals far larger and more powerful than you. There is no anger in his words, no blame, just respect and honesty. Number 5. The screams under the bridge. In April 2021, a short and unsettling video appeared on TikTok from an account called Cycle Social. The account only posted 2 videos, both centered around kayaking. But one of them stands apart for a reason that has never been fully explained. The clip begins calmly. A man is kayaking through the waterways near New Braunfels, Texas, enjoying a quiet camping and fishing trip. The sun is out and the water is smooth. Birds move lazily along the shoreline. It feels like the kind of day people escape to nature for. Then the silence breaks. Out of nowhere, a piercing scream echoes through the area. At first, it's unclear what it was. The kayaker freezes, confused, trying to place the sound. Birds suddenly scatter, reacting before he fully does. Instinctively, he reaches for his GoPro and starts recording, his voice carrying uncertainty as he listens again.
Those birds freaked out. What the hell is that noise? I'm going over there. Hey, do y'all hear that screaming? Is that something I should be like worried about?
The scream comes back, louder this time. Now there's no mistaking it. This isn't an animal. It's a human voice, raw and desperate, sounding like someone in distress. His tone shifts immediately. What was supposed to be a relaxing day is turned into something tense and alarming. He paddles closer toward the sound, calling out to see if anyone responds. His voice echoes under the bridge, but there is no answer. The screaming stops just as suddenly as it started. That silence is almost worse. Unsure of what to do, he talks through the situation out loud, clearly shaken. He wonders if it could have been an animal at first, maybe a bobcat or something similar. But deep down, he knows that explanation doesn't feel right anymore. The sound was too clear. It was too human. The creator later clarified one important detail. In person, he was certain the scream belonged to a woman. And he was equally certain it did not come from the tunnel, even though the GoPro audio made the direction harder to judge. What he heard with his own ears was far clearer than what the camera captured. Still, no answers ever followed. No missing persons reports were connected to the incident. No news updates surfaced. No follow-up video was posted. The TikTok account remained quiet, leaving viewers with nothing but the footage and the questions it raised. What happened under that bridge that day? Was someone in real danger who managed to escape before help arrived, or was it someone intentionally hiding? Or was there another explanation entirely? The fact that the screaming stopped the moment he called out only deepens the mystery. This encounter stands out because of how unresolved it is. There is no confrontation, no reveal, and no explanation. Just a human scream in a peaceful place where it shouldn't have been, followed by silence. Sometimes the most unsettling encounters aren't the ones where something is seen. They're the ones where something is heard and never explained. And once you hear something like that echoing through a quiet stretch of water, it's not easy to forget. Drop your theories, your thoughts, and even your own stories in the comments. And if you love exploring the strange and unexplained, check out the other compilation.
Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus Christ! It's all mine! It's all mine!
People say fishing is peaceful, quiet, relaxing. But what if something out there is waiting for the perfect moment? The following real clips prove that the most terrifying things don't come from land. They rise from the water. 1. On July 20th, 2020, a deeply unsettling video was uploaded to YouTube by a channel named Fat Reacts. What makes it even stranger is the fact that, to this day, it remains the only video ever posted on that account. The footage begins like any normal fishing trip. A group of friends are relaxing on a lake near their hometown, enjoying a calm day out on the water. Nothing about the scene hints at what they are about to encounter. As they move along the shoreline, they notice a bright pink object, partially hidden inside a cluster of bushes. As they get closer, it becomes clear that it's a large cooler.
Bro, that shit smells so bad. Bro. There's so many maggots on them, bro.
God damn.
Bro, just pet it with the that shit is hella sketch, bro. This is sketch. There's fucking maggots all in it, bro. This is sketchy as hell.
Nigga, I'm telling you, somebody's body in that bitch, bro. And so what do we do? Call the police?
If there's a fucking body, we're calling the cops.
Nigga, I'm gonna throw the fuck up. I don't even want to look, bro.
I don't want to smell that.
Just hurry up and cut that bitch. That dude is sketchy as a bro. Like, think about it. Why would somebody leave a cooler and duct tape it?
Drugs?
You ain't gonna duct tape drugs, bro.
Oh, God, bro.
Yeah, there's maggots on
They would literally just... I'm telling you, bro. I'm scared to look at it. Like, look at somebody's head. Oh. I ain't looking at that. Y'all looking, I ain't looking. Hell no. Fuck that.
It smells like decomposing.
Peel it off.
I'm scared of the bitch.
I'm freaking the fuck out.
What if somebody
It smells so bad.
What if somebody's like arm or something? Open it, bitch. Open it, Matthew. Open it. Bro, if you gotta call the cops, nigga. We gotta stay over here. Fuck that shit.
You gotta open it from the other side.
Nigga, I'm not looking at that shit. Hell no.
Why not?
Hey, bro, what if somebody's fucking like arm or something in there, bro?
If we find a dismembered body.
At first, it looks like someone might have dumped it there. That's where I would have backed away immediately, because at that point, something is clearly very wrong. After a tense discussion, they finally manage to open the cooler. Inside, they find badly decomposed fish and animal remains, sitting in a dark, disgusting liquid. Even though it isn't a human body, the sight is still shockingly disturbing.
What is it?
Open it, Matthew. I'm scared.
I don't. I'm scared as hell, bro.
Bro, it's gonna be some dookie, bro.
Look how many fucking maggots there are, bro. It's decomposed.
It's gonna be a dead animal, bro. I already see it.
Nigga, but why would they duct tape a fucking
Why would they put it so close?
Why would they duct? But still, you know people are retarded. Oh, what side does it open up from this side? It opens up from this side. Oh yeah, I'm going here. Fuck that shit.
Do it. Open it.
With what?
Your knife.
Nigga, that shit. Oh shit.
Oh, what is it?
Boy, that shit's so bad. Oh my god.
Hold on, open it up for a minute. I gotta record it.
I'm not looking in there. What is that? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What you mean? What does it look like?
It looks like,
what does it look like, bro?
it looks like dead fish.
You lying.
I swear.
Matthew, what does it look like, bro? It's fucking disgusting. Bro, what does it look like? Bro, we need to call it, bro. What does it look like? Oh, what the fuck does it look like? What does it look like? Bitch! Bro, is it nasty?
Bro, you gotta move it, bro. You can't tell.
Like, this is like somebody's body. You like somebody's body? Huh?
I don't know. I'm holding my breath every time I go over there.
Look.
I don't know what. It smells like garbage. Oh, look at the fish.
I'm not looking over there.
It is disgusting.
What the fuck? Bro.
Oh my god. I don't know what it is. Ew.
Oh no.
Not yet, not yet. I don't. What is it?
I'm gonna call 911, bro.
Just chill, not yet.
Bro, what does it look like? I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's it's something decomposing, bro.
That is so
I don't know
nasty.
if it's fish or if it's a dead body. But call him, bro. Cause it's kind of sketch, bro. Like it with duct tape and shit. I'm calling 911. Don't call the emergency one. Look up non-emergency. Non-emergency. Yeah.
That was nasty.
They gonna come on this bitch, goddamn. Motherfucker flying. I'm about to throw up.
What is it? I can't tell.
Two. The next incident is from Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. A woman named Sarah Bryn was enjoying a calm day of fishing from a small dock. She had just caught a healthy 5-pound bass. But then, everything changed in an instant. What she thought was a normal catch turned into a heart-stopping encounter. A shark had latched onto her line. The panic is obvious in the footage. Shouts of disbelief and the unmistakable fear in her voice as she realizes just how dangerous the situation has become.
Oh, he's got no line. That wheel line.
Oh shit! Oh, Jesus Christ! It's on mine, it's on mine! Get it!
Shit,
Son of a bitch, it's a shark!
It's a shark! A shark! It's a big ass shark!
It's on your pole, baby. Keep reeling. Keep reeling.
Oh, God.
Oh, I got that on camera!
Did you have it on camera?
3. The next incident was uploaded by a YouTuber Savior Aquatic Addiction on June 20th, 2022, that serves as a chilling reminder of why no one should ever dive alone. That day, he was spearfishing in the Gulf of Mexico, roughly 40 miles from the nearest shore. The water was calm. Visibility was perfect. Everything looked like the setup for an ideal day out at sea. And honestly, that's what makes this moment so terrifying to me. Danger rarely announces itself when it's about to strike. In a sudden and silent moment, he blacked out underwater. Later, he explained that he had suffered a shallow water blackout, where you suddenly lose consciousness caused by a lack of oxygen during a dive. What makes this especially frightening is the fact that most divers who experience this never make it back to the surface. That realization alone is enough to send chills down my spine. One small miscalculation, one extra second underwater, and the outcome could have been permanent. And then, less than a month later, on July 17, 2022, another disturbing fishing incident was shared on YouTube by Brad Jigmaster. Brad had headed out alone on a quiet, isolated river to go kayak fishing for bass. At least, he thought he was alone. But barely 30 minutes into his trip, something in the water caught his attention, something that caused him to panic so badly that he immediately pulled out his camera, knowing nobody would believe what he was seeing.
Now you see me, I turned around, I'm going a different route. But if you look to the left of the screen, just look at the left of the screen. Did you see it? You see my head? I am fucked up right now in the head. Do you hear me? I'm fucked up. I had to whip out my camera because nobody would believe me. What if my film on her was not recording? I didn't know, you know what I mean? So yeah, what you saw was a man floating in the water. There goes my fishing trip. And that sounds selfish, I know, but I'm fucked up, man. Okay? I'm really fucked up. But anyhow, at this point, get ready to call the popos, and I realized I need to get out of this water and do that before I drop my phone. So I had to dually on back by this guy and get another look at him, which fucked me up some more. You know, I didn't want to hit him with my pedal, so I stopped for a second. That's how close I was. So I was like, fuck, man, I'm tripping balls right now. Y'all don't even know it. I'm running to the water. I mean, I'm running to the land. I'm nervous. Just looking at it kind of fucked me up still.
You can actually hear the fear in his voice as reality hits him. However, no information was ever released about who the person was or what had happened to them. And somehow, that unanswered mystery makes the situation even more disturbing. There's something deeply unsettling about knowing that a normal, peaceful afternoon on the water can suddenly become the scene of a real-life nightmare. One moment you're fishing in silence, and the next you're face-to-face with death. And I don't know about you, but just imagining being in that situation gives me chills. 5. But danger in the water doesn't always come from the obvious predators. In Peru, a fisherman encountered one of the most powerful freshwater fish in the world, the arapaima, which can grow up to 3 meters, nearly 10 feet long. Attempting to pull the massive fish into shore all by himself, he underestimated its strength. Thankfully, he recovered fully without needing medical attention. Still, watching that moment unfold, it's easy to see how one wrong move could have turned a remarkable catch into a deadly mistake.
É só levar o saco na frente dele, ó. Ei, não vai ficar calado. Aí. Ô, gente, segura lá. Ajuda ali o peixe, o índio.
6. But wait until you see the next incident, where a strange and unsettling piece of footage was uploaded to YouTube on August 20th, 2024 by a creator named Fish Tucker. He was out off the west coast of Australia, enjoying what was supposed to be a calm, laid-back catch and cook trip with a friend. The sun was shining, the ocean looked peaceful, and everything about the day felt easy. But then, in the distance, something doesn't seem right.
Just get him. All right. You going, mate? Go around, James. Go around, because look at the wind. You going all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I noticed you. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Go around the other side, James. All right, kill the engine. Here, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You got a ladder? In the back? Okay, mate. Yeah, there's a ladder here. How long you been out here?
I was in the water probably for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. I noticed you there a while. What do you got here? Okay.
It's just empty.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good man.
Are you there? Can you get in my bag?
Yeah, we'll get your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're more important, but...
Yeah, that's my key in there.
Yeah, sure, mate. Yeah.
For this key in there.
Yeah. Oh, my name's Dom. Yeah, you have a seat, mate.
Oh,
right.
yeah, yes, yeah.
All right. All right, James, just...
Yeah.
We'll get your keys first. Yeah, and then we'll get the boat.
I can't even imagine the shock of that moment. Going out for a simple fishing trip and suddenly realizing someone's life is hanging in the balance right in front of you. And that's the part that really stays with me. How close he was to being lost to the ocean without anyone even knowing he was there. If Tucker and his friend had taken a slightly different route, if they had arrived even a few minutes later, I don't think this story would have had the same ending.
You come from this side.
Have a seat, mate. Yeah, you all right? You want water? You want a beer?
Yeah, I can have a beer, like.
Well, where did you launch off the beach?
I launched the short groin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And what happened? You just capsized?
Yeah, I was leaning on one side and then...
There you go. That's all you... Go back that way, James, and we'll Yeah, I noticed something else was floating to the left. All right. Oh, no. There's the other is that something blue? Yeah. Just go forward. Go. So what? You hit a wave? A wave came, or?
Yeah, I got tangled and leaning over the one side.
Yeah.
And leaning a bit too much.
Yeah. Okay. So can we? Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can. Oh, it's pretty heavy. Alright, so what I'll do, we'll have this on tow. Alright, so we're just trying to tie up this boat. So, now obviously your car and all that stuff's here.
7. And then, in Thailand, another seemingly routine fishing moment turned terrifying. A fisherman was simply trying to release a small catch back into the river when something much larger, hiding just beneath the surface, struck. Watching this, I can't help but shiver just imagining it. 1 second, everything seems calm and routine, and the next, you're facing a hidden danger you never saw coming. It's a chilling reminder that the water can hide threats in the most unexpected forms. 8. The next incident occurred on January 12, 2023. A viewer sent in footage showing a kayak fisherman battling freezing conditions off Raritan Bay. The wind was gusting up to 40 miles per hour. The air was 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and the water just 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Dangerously cold. Distracted by his phone and not wearing a life jacket, he suddenly got hit by a massive wave, flipping into the icy water over a mile from shore.
Pays off. Come out when everyone else wants to.
All right, he told me he was not wearing a life jacket, so no PFD. He is wearing waders. Very bad in the kayak. The kayak itself it's just a basic department store kayak. This is not something that's going to give a lot of stability. You know, this is just a bad situation. On top of that, he's incredibly distracted here. All he can think about, and he told me this, was getting the selfie. And you know, so he's got to log into his phone. He's got to set up the self timer. I can tell you, I've edited out where he twice, you know, he's logging into his phone, putting his code in and everything. And while he's doing that, he's not paying attention to the conditions.
Luckily, a passerby spotted him, and rescue crews arrived just in time. This chilling clip is a stark reminder that even calm-looking waters can turn deadly in seconds.
So I've communicated with this guy. He's not a jerk. He's not stupid. He knows exactly what he did wrong. He listed all the things to me that he did wrong. He knows. He wants other people to see this so that nobody else gets overly excited about the fishing and finds himself in the position that this guy's going to find himself in.
9. The next incident is from Lake Naivasha in Kenya. A group of American tourists spotted several hippos while on a boat. At first, they joked about the animals, not realizing how dangerous they could be.
Chased by a hippo. Oh my God.
One particularly aggressive hippo charged the boat, creating chaos. Hippos may seem slow, but they are among Africa's deadliest animals, and underestimating them can be fatal. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more incredible, chilling fishing...
Oh, there he is. Across the way. Left.
Okay. Everything seemed normal at first. Jared Coker was doing what he always did, exploring forgotten places, this time an abandoned dog treat factory in Wichita, Kansas. His YouTube channel, filled with urban decay and mystery, had never taken such a terrifying turn. Inside the factory, it was eerily silent.
Oh, locker room. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Just the occasional bang or thud echoing in the distance. Jared methodically explored floor by floor, documenting the ghostly remains of the building's past. That is, until he glanced out a window and saw something he definitely didn't expect. A red car pulling into the property through the gates. Initially, it didn't seem like a huge deal, but then the car didn't just park and sit. Its driver opened the gates and began making their way inside. Jared watched nervously. It quickly became clear. This person wasn't here by accident. They were heading straight toward the building. Tension crept in. Jared whispered into the camera, "They're coming in the gate. I might want to wrap this up a little quicker here."
Uh-oh. There's a car right there. I can't figure that should be too much of a problem for me though, because the way I'm going to go out is completely circling around here like I did to get in, so... Oh, they're out of their car. Oh, they're coming in the gate. They're coming in the gate. On second thought, I might just want to wrap this up a little quicker here. I want to see where he goes though. Yeah, if I'm going to leave here, I'm going to need to know exactly where he's headed towards. Oh crap. He's really coming all the way in here. He's opening the second gate. Now I'm really concerned.
The red car moved around to the other side of the building, out of Jared's sight. That was the worst part, not knowing where the driver was or what they were holding. At one point, Jared caught a glimpse of the man moving through the woods toward the entrance, and he was holding something.
I think I see where he drove through. It looks like the same red car. Right over here is the second ramp runway thing. Oh God. Someone's right out there. What do I do? I couldn't tell what he was holding.
A flashlight or something far worse. Then, a loud crack, a gunshot. Panic surged. Jared's breathing quickened. He ducked behind walls, trying to stay out of sight, navigating unfamiliar hallways while constantly checking behind him. And then, it happened. As Jared attempted to leave, the man suddenly appeared from the bushes, assault rifle in hand. Jared froze. The stranger barked commands. Sit down. Put the handcuffs on. Do it. Was this real? A man with a gun, ordering a trespasser to cuff himself? Not as law enforcement, but as some twisted, self-proclaimed protector? The man was volatile, unpredictable. One moment he talked calmly. The next, he casually admitted to shooting at people who trespassed.
Oh my God. Was that a gunshot? I think it was. He had something in his hand too. It must have been a gun. I don't like being out in the open like this. Whoa, whoa.
Stop right there.
Whoa.
Who else is with you?
Oh, it's just me. You scared me to death.
Okay. Get over there now.
What?
Sit down. Give you handcuffs.
Huh?
Put them on. Got it?
Okay.
Either I can put them on or you can put them on. Take your pick.
I've never put on handcuffs before.
Just put them on each side of you. How's that? Put them in front of you. That way you can carry them in front, okay?
What's going to happen?
What's going to happen is the police is going to come and then you take your name and they'll get you for criminal trespassing. It's nothing these days. A lot better than me shooting you, isn't it?
Was that what I heard?
Yeah.
What'd you shoot at?
Shoot it. See people, I shoot at them.
Yeah.
Be cool, nothing will happen, okay?
Alright.
I shot one guy this way, another one. Well, it's alright. I'm not gonna shoot you. don't you see something says use of deadly force? What do you think that is?
I thought that was kids spray paint.
No, that's me telling you I'll shoot you.
Jared stayed calm, followed every instruction, and tried not to provoke the man further. Eventually, police were called, but it took them nearly 90 minutes to arrive, and then things got even more disturbing. While Jared was being questioned by officers, two teenagers approached the same property. The man pointed at them and warned the officers he would have shot them too, and that's exactly what he did.
So what made you come here?
Well, heard of it. It seemed really epic. You know, I got my camera. I like to take photos and stuff.
Nobody else is with you, right?
No, it's just me.
Okay, if I see somebody, I'm going to end up probably shooting them.
Oh no, if I were with someone and I know you shoot people, I would have gotten them.
Okay. I just don't want, they say wait, they scare me, I'll shoot in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just life. Alright. We'll get in a little red car, just drive up here, set everything out, police will come, they'll ask you for your driver's license.
Christopher Brian Hill is no stranger to urban danger. For over a decade, his YouTube channel has documented forgotten hospitals, schools, and factories, the darker, dustier corners of America's past. But what happened in the Westinghouse Electric Factory in Cleveland was on a whole different level. The factory, once a titan of innovation tied to names like Edison and Tesla, had been abandoned since 1979. Since then, it had become a playground for decay. Crumbling walls, rusted staircases, and floors littered with shattered glass. But Chris wasn't easily shaken, not until that night in June 2022. As he crept inside, the building was silent except for the sound of crickets and the crunch of gravel underfoot. But minutes into filming, distant gunfire broke the silence. It wasn't unusual for Cleveland. The city has ranked among the most dangerous in America for years.
Don't you see? She said something says
spray paint.
No, that's me telling you I'll shoot you. So what made you come here?
Well, heard of it. It seemed really epic. You know, I got my camera. I like to take photos and stuff.
Nobody else is with you, right?
No, it's just me.
Okay, if I see somebody, I'm going to end up probably shooting them.
Oh no, if I were with someone and I know you shoot people, I would have gotten them.
Okay. I just don't want, they say wait, they scare me, I'll shoot in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just life. And in there too. Alright?
Alright.
We'll get in a little red car, just drive up here, send everything out, police will come, they'll ask you for your driver's license, and they'll give you a little ticket.
Still, hearing shots that close in a city that dangerous made everything feel more real. Chris pushed forward. A mattress on the floor hinted at recent squatters. Bullet casings scattered across the basement floor hinted at something else entirely. And then came the noises. Small, untraceable sounds. Shifting, creaking. Something or someone was nearby. Deeper into the basement, he spotted a shadow, a hunched figure, motionless and silent. Chris called out. No response. He backed off, breath shaking, and decided to return moments later with money in hand. A peace offering, a small act of kindness. But when he returned, the man was gone. That should have been the end of it. But as Chris moved through another room later, viewers watching the video noticed something chilling. In the corner of the frame, just barely visible, was the same man, standing silently, watching him, and Chris never noticed.
Somebody's shooting. Damn. That's Cleveland. Wow. That's crazy. It's not even that far away from here. Oh shit, that sounds like a shootout.
Matt and Andy from Finders Beepers have explored hundreds of decaying structures, but during one visit to a seemingly ordinary abandoned UK house, their dog Bear became the unexpected hero of the day. The early part of the exploration felt routine. Dusty books, old clothes, the usual remains of a home long forgotten. But then Bear started barking upstairs, wildly, and he wouldn't stop. They followed him, confused, but curious. Upstairs, Bear led them to a room they hadn't checked before. The beds, the fireplace, everything.
Would suck if I ran into a stray dog down here. That would be very unfortunate.
But Bear wasn't barking at furniture. He was barking at the bed. Later, while reviewing footage from the GoPro attached to Bear's harness, they made a chilling discovery. In the moments before Bear barked, his camera caught something moving. A human figure hiding under the bed. Someone had been there, possibly the entire time. The realization came with a gut punch. Whoever it was had run down the stairs just after Bear barked. Matt and Andy had even heard the footsteps but couldn't find the person. Only the GoPro confirmed what they missed. A full-grown person was hiding under the bed, watching, waiting.
Yo, you need some help, bro? Yo. Fuck that. He's not even responding. I'm gonna leave him alone. Get the fuck out of his way. Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Some discoveries aren't terrifying, just incredibly sad. Chris and Meg were filming a decaying farmhouse in the UK. Cobwebs everywhere, dead animals on the floor, old shotgun shells, and rooms frozen in time. Nothing suggested anyone had lived there for years. Then they opened a bedroom door, and the woman in the bed sat up. She looked confused, elderly, tired. They apologized, said they thought the place was abandoned. She said she'd lived there for nearly 30 years. Her name was Jane. She told them she had no family, no help, and that local farmhands brought her food and water. The place wasn't hers. She'd just stayed, ever since 1993.
Yo. Yo. Hey, I got some money for you.
Shit, he's not there. And he's not responding. Damn it. I bet you he's in that room right there.
Chris and Meg were kind. They sat with her, talked, listened, even offered to bring her new bedding and food. But Jane refused. She said she was fine. Later, Chris did some digging, found out Jane actually had a brother, a husband, a house that had also fallen into ruin. Social services said they knew about her, but couldn't give details. Jane's story remained cloudy. But one thing was clear. She had chosen to stay, forgotten by the world, living in the shadows of a crumbling home. There was something about Jane's presence that felt frozen in time. She spoke gently, like someone who hadn't had a real conversation in years. Her voice was raspy, her sentences sometimes trailing off mid-thought, as if her memories didn't always connect.
Yo. Yo. Hey, I got some money for you.
Shit, he's not there. And he's not responding. Damn it. I bet you he's in that room right there.
On the table beside her bed sat an old teacup with a faded floral pattern, filled with water and a plate with crumbs, probably her last meal. When asked if she ever left the house, Jane simply said, "No need." She pointed to a curtain-covered window, saying that was all she needed to see. Outside that window, just weeds and overgrown fields, no signs of life. Chris noticed a calendar on the wall from 2005 with dates circled in pencil. On one date, faint handwriting read, "He said he'd come back." No one ever did. One of the most unsettling things was how she seemed oddly content, not joyful, not hopeful, just resolved. She wasn't waiting for help. She wasn't even asking for it. In the corner of the room sat a small cassette player. Jane said she used to record messages to herself when she got lonely. She offered to play one. Static crackled, then a much younger voice, her own, came through.
There's a lot of bats down here too, damn. Shit, these bats are everywhere. It's so damn dark. Yeah, let me just go. I'm hearing somebody over there too now. Yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of homeless people in here. I'm out. I mean, cause I don't, ooh, this bats. I'm really not trying to disturb nobody's home for real, y'all.
Brian and Michael, known for their YouTube channel, The Proper People, explored one of Alabama's most haunted spots, the old Bryce Hospital in Northport. The place had a dark past, abuse, neglect, and long-abandoned psychiatric wards. They weren't alone. At first, everything seemed calm. Then, from across a courtyard, a flashlight flickered. They spotted someone, a figure, watching them. As soon as they turned off their light, the stranger did the same. It wasn't a coincidence. Brian and Michael tried calling out. Nothing. No answer, no sound, just darkness, and no cars were parked nearby.
Anyway, I'm gonna have a quick look on this bed, see if I can find anything else. Right, boy. Bear? What's wrong with you? Just started barking randomly.
What's the matter, love? Huh?
You found a rabbit? You found some rabbits? What is it? What you found? I don't know if there's someone outside. He was upstairs, wasn't he? I just don't know if he'll look. Is the windows he can get to?
Behind him, where he is now.
Is it rain outside I can hear?
He's upstairs now.
I'm gonna have a look up. There's nothing else down here to look at anyway.
Oh, he ain't done nothing. Don't go now, he's blind by.
I know.
Whoever was out there had come on foot and might have been lurking long before they even arrived. They made the smart call and got out. There's an atmosphere inside Old Bryce that clings to your skin. Thick, still, and heavy with forgotten stories.
What's he gone in here? What have you found, Bear? I wonder if it's that curtain flapping around in wind.
Could be.
Because you just never know with things like that. Oh, it's good in here though. Look at the two little beds. I love that fire. Why do people always cover these Victorian fires up? He's come to have a look at it. It's like I was talking about it. He's instantly gone to look. But look at it. What ear is that? It goes sideways. Yeah. You like turn the whole thing though, don't you? And then that's... Why has that got a lock on it though for a bathroom cabinet? That makes no sense at all. Bear, you're just causing so much bother. What the fuck? Did you hear that? Someone has definitely just run down those stairs. Hello? Hello?
As Brian and Michael stepped through the busted-out doors and graffiti-stained halls, it was more than just the decay that got to them. It was the feeling of being watched. And that feeling, it never left. They had started the exploration downstairs, documenting broken gurneys, rusting pipes, and rooms where paint peeled like dead skin from the walls. Some rooms still had patient records scattered on the floor, mixed in with old shoes and shattered glass. Everything was a mess, but in that kind of way that felt untouched, as if no one had really been through in years. Then came the second floor. That's when they saw the light. Faint at first, just a shimmer near a window. They thought it might be a reflection, but when they stopped moving, so did the light. It wasn't random. It was deliberate. They killed their own flashlight. Instantly, the other one vanished too. Neither of them said a word at first, just a slow exchange of looks, both realizing that whatever was out there was paying attention.
Where is he been? Hello? Hello? Oh, this door. Hello? We're not secure. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to hurt you. Urban explorers. Just having a look round. Oh, door just fucking gone. Don't do this to me. Pass me your torch. Hold that. You stand in dark. Hello? Right, we need to show you something on this camera, because this camera's in my hand, of what he's just seen. And I haven't looked at all the footage yet. I've just seen one thing and it has chilled me. It's proper chilled me. Look at this. And that's when we heard him barking. What? So there was somebody in here. 100% there was somebody in here.
How come we never heard him or seen him?
What if they've been laying under bed, dead still? But how's he not seen him before that? He's been up and down stairs.
Not just wandering by, not just exploring like them, watching. When they stepped closer to the window, they saw nothing. No movement, no sound, just the long overgrown courtyard framed by crumbling brick and overgrown vines. But the feeling had shifted. It wasn't just creepy, it was wrong. Michael pointed out something subtle. A single chair placed oddly in the middle of a hallway, facing the window. It hadn't been there before, or if it had, they hadn't noticed it. Either way, its positioning felt intentional.
Oh, there he is. Across the way. Left.
Okay.
In one of the most shocking clips to surface online, a Russian hunter did the unthinkable. Walked up behind a bear and kicked it. Yes, kicked a bear. It didn't take long for things to go from stupid to terrifying. The bear instantly spun around, outraged and ready to fight. The hunter, clearly not expecting this reaction, as if anyone would, dropped his camera in the chaos. The footage that followed was nothing but blurry panic. Rustling leaves, heavy breathing, growls. Everything spiraled out of control in a matter of seconds. Somehow the man survived with only an injured hand, and honestly, that feels like a miracle. The video opens with laughter in the background. That awkward kind of laugh people do when they know what they're about to do is a bad idea. The hunter seems cocky, even casual. Like this was just another goofy moment to film. Except this wasn't a prank. This was a full-grown bear. The bear was minding its business, facing away, sniffing the dirt, peaceful until the moment it got booted. And in that instant, everything changed. You can hear the roar, deep, guttural, and furious. The camera jerks violently as the hunter scrambles to run, but the ground is uneven, and his balance is all over the place. Twigs snap. The camera tumbles to the forest floor. Then, silence. A breath being held. Suddenly, the crashing continues as the man seems to take off through the underbrush. Justin and Colton from Limitless Outdoors found themselves in a face-off with a full-grown brown bear in the middle of the Alaskan backcountry. They'd spent the day skinning a wolf and tracking a moose. But when they finally located the moose's carcass by a river, they weren't the only ones who found it. A huge grizzly was already there. Most hunters would have backed off, given up the kill, but not these two. They had come too far. They tried shouting, making noise to alert the bear, hoping it would retreat. It didn't. Instead, the bear locked eyes with them. It was sizing them up, deciding what it was willing to fight for and what it might be willing to share. It turned into a surreal, silent negotiation. The bear took the gut pile. Justin and Colton claimed the meat. But the bear didn't leave. It lingered, watched, circling just feet away as they packed up. And then came the boldest move of all. They had to inflate their raft right there, on the riverbank, with the bear only yards away. One of them stood guard, shotgun in hand. The other pumped the raft. Somehow, it worked.
What a wild day.
After we got done skinning the wolf, we kept pressing up the drainage and got to this vantage point and were able to look down and see Colton's moose all decked up on the river. What we also saw that we weren't expecting, though, is a big brown bear on the carcass, and we knew as we had to go in there, we were in for a little bit of a confrontation, and we were wondering just how it was going to turn out. Our biggest disadvantage moving in on this kill was that we had to drop down in the brush and our visibility was extremely limited. So we tried to position ourselves in a way and be loud enough that this bear would know we were there and we could see him as far away as possible, which was not very far at all.
You got him?
Yep.
They pushed off into the water, floating away with their meat while the bear stayed behind, watching as they disappeared downstream. What made this moment even more intense was the sheer isolation. They weren't near a ranger station. There was no backup, no cell phone signal, no easy route out. Just them, the carcass, and a 900-pound predator that wasn't bluffing. Colton described it best later. It wasn't just a standoff. It was a conversation without words. The bear didn't charge, didn't growl, didn't leave. It simply stood its ground and let them know, with its posture and eyes, that every move they made was being judged. They tried to make noise, whistling, clapping, even talking out loud as they approached. But the bear didn't budge. It wasn't scared. It wasn't even really aggressive. It was just resolute. At one point, Justin muttered, "He's not going anywhere," and you can hear the tension in his voice. They weren't just hunting anymore. They were negotiating survival. The riverbank was muddy, slick, and uneven, which made inflating the raft even riskier.
Here he comes, he's right there.
As funny as this may sound, the feeling I had with this bear is that he was feeling us out and we were feeling him out, and we were trying to decide between the three of us who was going to get to keep what on this moose.
Hey, buddy.
Don't you dare. Those are not to-go bags.
After only about a minute of negotiations, this bear decided that the decked up moose belonged to me and Colton and that the gut pile belonged to him. So he headed back over there and decided to bury it up before he left and let us come and get our stuff.
He's trying to bury the moose.
One bad move, one loud pop from the pump, and the bear could have charged. Colton kept watch with his finger near the trigger, trying to calculate whether he'd have time to react if the bear lunged. But instead of aggression, the grizzly started pacing, back and forth, almost like it was trying to decide if it was worth it to fight over the scraps. At one point, it even began burying part of the gut pile with its massive paws, a behavior often seen when bears want to mark or protect a food source. That was the moment both men realized they weren't being ignored. They were being warned. As they loaded their gear and meat onto the raft, the bear inched closer. Not in a charge, not in a panic, just steady, calculated steps. It stood on the rocks above the river and watched them push off. The current was slow at first, and for a while, the bear kept pace along the shore, following them with its eyes, occasionally sniffing the air.
This here's an Arctic standoff. He doesn't want to leave.
No. Should we back down and get across the creek?
Well, yeah.
Take the shallow spot?
You guys are going to load up at 10 feet away? All right. We're going to have to take our meat back.
He's right there still.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to come up your raft. And I'm going to
stand guard.
Be a bear guard. It's not super aggressive. Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
Nothing products out there.
Nick and Ted from the hunting public were out in the backcountry tracking deer when they picked a high tree overlooking a promising patch of land. Everything felt peaceful. Then the gunshots started. One shot, then more. But what really set their nerves on edge wasn't the shooting. It was the screaming. Someone was shouting, screaming at the top of their lungs. The words were hard to make out, but the tone was unmistakable. Pure panic, maybe even rage. Then another shot, and another. Nick and Ted could only sit there, frozen in their tree stand. No cell service, no idea how close they were to whatever was happening.
Alright, so me and Ted are set up. We ended up getting almost a mile and a half back in here. We're walking this ridge top like we were talking about. It ended up being 3 super fresh scrapes. I mean, they're just like completely pawed down. No leaves sitting on them or nothing. So we jumped up in a tree. Pretty dang high up in a tree. Yeah, real high. And we're actually like directly above one of the scrapes. But it's super tight in here. I mean, any shot's gonna be close at all. I mean, 20 and in, 25 and in maybe. But we feel good about it. So, best sign we found all week.
Engines revved in the distance, tires screeched over gravel, more yelling, more gunfire. When they finally made it to a spot with signal, they called it in, described everything to the police, the timing, the gunshots, the screaming, the vehicles. But days later, officials said they found nothing. No bodies, no shell casings, no crime scene. But then a chilling comment appeared on their video. A viewer claimed they could hear the words, "Somebody help. You expletive killed her."
While waiting silently in their position, the first gunshot echoed through the trees.
I mean, there ain't nothing out here. Somebody's screaming at the absolute top of their lungs over there. Very not good obscenities to someone else. Right before that last gunshot, it sounded like a truck revving up or something, like in gravel, throwing gravel or something. And then that gunshot was like, that one sounded like a rifle. That last one, all the other ones sounded like a handgun. That last one, like,
Sergei was deep in Siberia's western Sion Mountains, 60 miles from the nearest village. He'd climbed into a tree at night, waiting to hunt a Manchurian wapiti, when the strange noises began. It started with soft, rhythmic, metallic sounds, like banging. Then came scraping, clinking, something mechanical, but not man-made, at least not recently. It went on for hours. Sergei couldn't identify it. And for a seasoned hunter, that meant one thing: danger. He decided to head back to camp, but then the sounds followed, closer. Something was tracking him. He climbed another tree, weapon ready. More noises circled below, heavy steps, more banging, then silence, until he fired a shot into the dark.
В общем, смеркается, поэтому заранее нужно посмотреть, где какой пень торчит, запомнить местность. Вон с той стороны, слева от меня, тропа звериная к Солонцу тянется. Примерно со стороны избушки. Там избушка заброшенная, уже старая. Вот в этом месте где-то тропа выходит.
Mark from northeast Georgia. Kayak fishing invited his friend John for a relaxing day on the lake. It was anything but. They paddled downriver, casting lines and floating along. Then Mark saw something in the water. At first, it looked like trash, maybe a Halloween prop. But as they got closer, the awful truth became clear. A human body was floating just beneath the surface. Mark's voice shook as he called 911. "I don't know what this is, but there's a hand sticking up." As they turned back toward the ramp to wait for police, they noticed something else, a pair of Crocs, small ones, just sitting by the water. Earlier that day, they'd received an Amber Alert about a missing girl. The pieces started coming together, and it was horrifying. Police arrived. The lake became a crime scene. Thankfully, it wasn't the missing child. The woman was identified later as Ethel Marie Ogle. Her death ruled an accidental drowning.
The fishing is not good. Can't catch them. We're going to go up the river, the faster part of the river now.
For the first few hours, everything was perfect. They cast their lines and let the current carry them further downstream. Then, they spotted something floating in the distance. Mark's immediate reaction was disbelief. He wondered if this could be some kind of Halloween decoration that had somehow ended up in the lake. But the closer he looked, the more horrifyingly real it became.
A human being? Copy that.
Say again?
Copy. I think we got a dead body here. Yep, we do. A dead body. Oh my God, a dead body. I found a dead body. Oh my God, a dead body. I gotta call the police. It's right there. God, a dead body. Call 911. Jacob.
There was no denying what was floating in front of them. It was a human body. Mark immediately called 911, his voice shaking as he tried to explain the situation to the dispatcher.
I can't tell. I don't want to sit here and poke at it and shit. 911. I am fishing on Lake Emery and I have come across a dead body. I am putting at the boat ramp and I was going down towards the discharge, the water station discharge, and I'm kind of in between the discharge and the boat ramp, heading down towards the dam.
Okay, are you in the water?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it. I mean, it looks like a dead body. I mean, there's a hand sticking up. There's a rotted face. I don't know if it's some kind of stupid Halloween spooky thing, but I'm not touching it. So.
Muskrat and his wife Cindy were out checking bearbait stations when they spotted an old trail they'd never explored before. Curiosity led them to a strange object hanging from a tree. It was an old milk can, sealed. Inside, they found something bizarre: skinned animals. A pine marten, a fox, badgers, coyotes, all carefully prepared, stretched, and dried as if ready for sale. But why hide them here? Why stuff them inside a milk can and hang it in the middle of nowhere? They were 25 miles from the nearest home. It didn't make sense. Muskrat began to theorize. Maybe a trapper died. Maybe something happened out there, and no one ever came back. Even stranger. A few yards away, logs were stacked in a twisted formation, almost like a structure. Viewers pointed out it resembled alleged Bigfoot nests. Others shared stories of hunters who vanished in the woods, never to return.
Come across something here extremely strange. I'm not really sure what to make of this. It's... we found an old trail here. We walked... what it turned out to be is an old milk can, and stranger yet, the lid was on it. I pulled the lid off of it, and look at this. What in the world? Why would anybody... That's a pine marten. It's all been skinned and stretched. This is a coyote. Looks like several coyotes.
By the time they'd emptied the container, they discovered the pelts of several different animals.
Okay, this is this is really strange. I don't understand any of this. This old milk can here that was hanging in this tree. It was right here. In fact, there's part of the wire it was hanging on. Just kind of up underneath this tree here. That milk can had a coyote in it, 2 marten that were loose, a fox with a marten.
And the pelts, worth hundreds, now rotted and useless. Someone went through a lot of effort and then vanished. No one ever came back to claim them. There was also an odd emptiness around the area. Not the peaceful kind, but the type that feels wrong. Like the woods were holding their breath. Even the usual forest noise was gone. No birds, no rustling, just dead silence. Cindy pointed out that the milk can's lid wasn't just placed on top. It was latched down, like someone didn't want anything getting in or out. The wire that held it to the tree had started rusting, but it was still tight, wrapped multiple times around the branch. Whatever happened here wasn't recent.
But they're all stretched, fleshed, dried, ready for sale, stuffed into a milk can tied to a tree. In the middle of nowhere. This spot here is probably, I'm guessing 25 miles from the closest town or house. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, there's at least $100 worth of furs there, even on a bad year. And why would you go through that much effort and then just leave it there, tied to a tree?
These hides had been curing for months, maybe longer. Muskrat had seen a lot of strange things in the wild, but this was different. It felt deliberate, like a message or a warning. If you made it this far, you know these stories are unlike anything else online. So if you want more true, unfiltered encounters, subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned. And if you've ever experienced something like this during your own hikes, fishing trips, or explorations, drop it in the comments. You're not alone.